Kami gali ang students from West Visayas State University, a second-year college student taking Bachelor of Elementary Education. Kag sa subong sir, ari kami para nga mag-interview tani in regards sa inyong camp, sir. So, pwede lang kami, sir, kapangayo sa inyong information, sir, about sa imo and sa inyong camp.
Dreamers Valley?
Yes, yes, sir.
Sa Dreamers Valley, campsite na siya. Pero ang engagement naman is not only purely on accommodations and camps. May mga special events kami, team building, seminars, any related activities. Pero may mga advocacy kami related on not only in agriculture but also in terms of stewardship, paano padaganan ng campsite. We do not allow ang mga alcoholic drinks and smoking. Totally, wala kami nag-accommodate sa mga clients. Not-choose naman ng mga clients. Kung hindi siya maka-violate based on the mission, visions, and dreams. So, muna siya ang part of the mga rules and restrictions namin regarding accommodations. So, may mga, ang Dreamers Valley is also catering mga lakbay-aral from different private and government schools. Tapos nagiging benchmark siya for agriculture nationwide. Toward nga naman accreditation, we are accredited as agritourism. We are also accredited as TESDA school. And we are also accredited as a learning site for agriculture. So, ang amon engagement, separate ang program sa agriculture but it also nag-synchronize siya sa mission and vision of Dreamers Valley. So, pwede ko man ma-forward sa inyong mga any information regarding sa pwede ninyo makatch up ang ibang programs. So,
next sir, now how do you handle the seasonal nature of farming and tourism to maintain a year-round appeal for your guests, sir?
Usually, ang Dreamers Valley is not only engaged in one commodity, multiple commodity. So, ang ginapabangkot mo naman is about sustainability. Ang sustainability, amo na yung ako ng principles, ginadivide ko nga ako ng investment when it comes into specific commodity and productivity commodity. Ang specific commodity is intended into developmental. Magsinig kayo developmental, continue ang beautification, enhancement, programs on agriculture, accommodations, preparing for mga proposal, no? Not only proposal in the government but also proposal sa mga private organizations, like for example ang schools, mga private companies, no? Mga team buildings, para ma-ensure ang sustainability. So when it comes into agricultural engagement, productivity commodity, ang Dreamers Valley is not only engaged in one commodity, multiple commodity. That's why we call it integrated farming system program. May ara kang natawag na high value crops productions, may ara kang livestock. Ang livestock mo will be divided into 3 categories. May native pigs production program, including ang baboy ramo, culture ng baboy ramo, madiri man siya. Tapos may ara kang native chicken production program, may ara kang goat farming program, may ara man nga pigs production program, nga conventional pigs, mga sining conventional pigs, mga hybrid na siya. in-convert mong feeding nila into organic feeding program. So, amo na isang engagement. Mayroon kami medicinal farming, mayroon kami inland agri-fishery. Ang inland agri-fishery nagkato dito sa
Yes,
Dalong.
sir.
So, magkato ka dito sa Dalong, ang ma-benefit sila, ang water ginadala din sa babaw for the high value crops production. But during the rainy season, pwede siyempre kung dry season siya, is not ideal to grow fish culture sa upland area mo. So ginimo namin sina ang isda dito sa Dalog. This will serve for the accommodations of mga clients namon, customers. Like example, kung kapon way kamo gipakato kay para nga kuan nga ang engagement para wala time sa accommodations because nga may facilitations ako kapon mga end. So amo na siya ang accommodations diri kapon puno, no? 200 ka participants ang kuan mo na, tapos pagkagabi may praise and worship songs na sila, sa camps na siya na accommodations. So mo nang engagement sa mga private engagement, like for example lakbay aral this coming Wednesday may ara ako accommodations from the national level, tanan na siya nga region all over nationwide. They will go here for benchmarking, magsiring ka nga benchmarking. They will see your engagement in terms in agricultural production program. So may livestock ka, ito divide into 3 categories na siya. Tapos ang inland agri-fishery, tapos may ara ka nga high value crops production, may ara ka pagdig na salt, balan nyo ka ng salt, sloping agricultural land technology. So pwede ko man na ipakita karon kung anong mga siya nga mga model. Combination ng mga hilly places na convert into dogin strips, so sabing contour farming. So ang ina nga mga bagay nga ginobra natin sa Dimas Valley, apat lang i-address mo: food safety, food security. Kung when there is so much excess in terms of productions, wala gutom, kaya damo ka multiple commodity ka. Tapos food security na tanong. Second, food sufficiency. Iba ang food sufficiency sa sovereignty. Sufficient lang ang pagkaon but is not surplus. Kinanglan may ikapat ka nga is for food sovereignty, gasolobra siya. So ang food sovereignty mo that would be leading into market program. So muna siya. So ang Dreamers Valley nag-develop na siya sa mga community-based social enterprise. Part sang training component yan na kay learning sites sa for agriculture. Like example, itong nagkadto kay nagatag ko yung orientation sila kay mga seminars sila mo mga business people to na gusto mag-develop sa ilang farm developments. So ginausikan ko na sila tempo because when there is private led people to have their farm developments, they can employ people. But ang balon, madugangan ang augment natin sa agriculture kaya ang agriculture is dying industry in the Philippines. Ginakulang na when it comes into manpower, nabinan na because of there are 2 issues that needs to be addressed sa aton. Ang massive developments on the infrastructure development, nabinan ang manpower development sa mga panatot sa agriculture side. Kaya nga ang mga young people or these people, mga out of school youth, nag-engage na sila sa infrastructure program, nagatrabaho sila, kaya kada Sabado kita na nila yung suldong. Plus, ang purpose ng program, kung employee ka or may ara ka nga livelihood program, madula nga lang mo sa listahan sa purpose. Kaya mo ng CSR sa government. So it's not balanced, kaya because nga limit natin ang power of the family to have matawag na natin na total empowerment, social empowerment sa patawag sa community. So when you develop community, ginatuluan mo community to become more resilient in terms of livelihood opportunities. Nag-introduce ka sa mga social enterprise development. So I think ang galing minambal mo, sustainability, no? Ang sustainability natin in the future, it cannot be sustained in the next coming years to come. Mga year 2040 to year 2050 will be running out of mga workers in the field. So ang problema natin sa sustainability plan kay um, para sa ako in my personal engagement kahit di siyempre I'm not only teaching about or educating the private and public clients, no? But also magsiring ka nga sustainability guideline siya address. Kaya ang sustainability plan, it should be program ahead by the government from their end. But in my own end, being a uh, engagement in agriculture, ang akong sustainability plan, naka-plan ahead na like for example, kung i-open mo ang mga opportunity engagement in terms of productivity commodity, productivity galing nga commodity, that is the product output based on your farming practices. Ang motong linambal ko nga integrated. So how can you process and masiging nga to market your own products for sustainability? So usually you can post your own demand. Nga ay demand ka nga katuan because something that you will establish a trademark from your end, no? Ang Dreamers Valley nag-establish na siya sa iyang kaugalingon ng pangalan. Is not only what we call ang engagement mo is not only on to develop a what we call productivity commodity for our own consumptions. Ang gina-develop naman community-based social enterprise kag gina-act naman as consolidators to consolidate the products para damo matagan ng employment. So kung nakafocus ka lang sa imo development sa productivity commodity without touching the community to have their own opportunity and livelihood, so I think ang probability for sustainability in terms of accommodations, like for example agritourism, paano kakatuan sinatira because wala ka gani may mapakita nga may deep change ka sa community. So ang sustainability plan in terms of agritourism, no? Agritourism activities is that empowerment also for the community, the society. May impact sa society. Hindi ka pwede ma-sustain kung para lang sa imo nga for your personal needs and consumptions ang inesta lang sa natira. So developmental is very important in terms of sustainability. Like for example, ang mga how can you address sustainability kung affected ang imong ang imong commodity. So that's why ang principle is dinadivide mo imong investment para nga kung magsirang isa ka opportunity, there's another one commodity that will back up your program, no? In terms of livelihood. Ang gidevelop sa Dreamers Valley is what we call mobile market. Year 2013 pa na siya. So ang engagement naman in terms of agriculture support program in terms of marketing strategy ko, wala pa ni pandemic, nauna na ko sang store without a store concept. Balan niyo ko ng store without a store concept. So in terms of marketing, wala ka sang store, no employees, pero may direct considerations kaya mga farmers na gina-train na from the community, no? Nagiging network of Dreamers Valley. Magsiling ang network is sa connections. Magsiling ang networks, they are producers. But in terms of network, dili na masulod that your networks will be your net worth. Panaton?
Yes.
Ang imong network, your connections, they become the producers and suppliers of Dreamers Valley. It will become your network. Magsiling ka ganing nga network, kwarta ko na. So, my principle is very simple ang akong principles. If you will not find a way to earn money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Sakto de? So other will work for you. Like for example, in terms of livestock, kato kita sa native chicken. Ang mga training participants ko all over Region 6, pag mag-training sila dire, they are my network. I-train ko sila, educate sila. May ginatawag kami nga protocol, program, implementations of that project para hindi sila para nga may direct knowledge sila in terms of how they will grow their own commodity. Tapos, it will become a network of producers of Dreamers Valley. Kami nung consolidate, kami nung nag-market. So, kung magdamo na sila, Dreamers Valley will think another opportunity, like for example, ma-develop na may grazing plant, the only grazing that dressing plant that will install in all over Philippines will be found in the in the coming year to come, no? Plus, ang hindi bilog ko subong kay damo na ko network of producers kung magutok ng market sa direct consumers. Ang direct consumers mo, amo lang na yung ila purchasing power. This is very limited. Pero magsiling ka nga, you will, kung wala ka NMIS, do you have any knowledge what is NMIS? Anang NMIS, kung may accreditation ka, you are registered to enter into mall nga para ang imong mga product. Ang imong mga product makasulod sa mall. Like example, native chicken production program. Kaya wala native chicken sa mall, para maka-accredit ka nga may national meat inspection I think system, i-accredit ka nila, they will become a suppliers. Magsiling ka suppliers or concessionaires, you will be the ones to what you call this, magpasulod sa product sa mga malls. So kung wala ka sa NMIS, wala ka sa racing plan, you will not be accredited as na makapasar ka sa accreditation sa dahil pala mo may safety standard procedure, the NMIS certifications. Amo ng National Meat Inspection System. I don't know the exact meaning. I forgot the meaning. So, ang sustainability naton, madali ang address if you'll not start of thinking what would be the next, no? Nag-end lang ng opportunity in terms of sustainability when you starting to doon na bulayan ka na to end the opportunity of increasing potential market developments. So amo ng sustainability in terms of product sa imong climate change. Ano yung impact sa climate change? So ang impact sa climate change, lain ng temperature in the morning, lain ng temperature sa hapon, which is kung nataon mo sa value production and even in livestock, lain-lain ng temperature ang kinanglan niya. Like for example, sa native chicken production program o sa poultry, ang kinanglan niya, like for example, 34 degrees centigrade. Tapos ang heat index was 40. So how do you control the temperature? So may mga technology dira that will control the temperature. Amo ng natural farming system technology para ma-address mo ang sustainability. Damong issue of sustainability. Ang sustainability depende na sa imong what kind of program that you are gina-implement. Like for example, lain ng accommodation, lain ng sa productivity. Sa accommodation siya, simply you will create a demand when there is no demand, and you will create an opportunity when there is no opportunity. But I mentioned yun. Anong demand? So, magsiling sila nga, hindi ko na mag-upisa sa pansang business kay wala man sing demand. Where usually, you can create your own demand. Nga i-demand kong imo place katuan ko, what is in there nga kinanang takatuan. So kinanglan mo na dira, may makita ang iba nga kung magkatuta dira, there is what we call learning process. Na ari ka mo dira because you want to learn about sustainability or program in agriculture or agritourism activities or whatsoever that is related into educational support program ninyo para sa inyong requirements. So, mo ng issue of sustainability, lapad na siya. Very broad ang applications ng sustainability. Layan ang agritourism, layan ang productivity. So, that's it, sustainability. Budlay na siya i-address, hapos na siyang balon, but budlay na siya address. So, kinanglan, prepare ka na when it comes into accommodations, what would be the possible reason why is it that ang sustainability issues is very important? Damo nag-start to stop the implementations of the businesses related into farming activities because ang pamangkotunan because there is no more sustainability program. So kung hindi mo na wala mo na din pang handaan beforehand ang sustainability issues, you will be prone into closing out your establishment. So na siya.
So sir, I believe na ang sa inyo diri sa Timers Valley, now I believe na achieve naman ninyo ang food sufficiency and feasibility. So have you ever tried, sir, na mag-transport or export sa inyong mga goods and products?
Usually, ang one of the advocacy, there is a Philippines kulang pag we are not secure about our food. Hindi nga ma-export as product no? Because there is what you call lack of food supplies. Kita mo importation pa kita sa rice, importation pa kita sa mga meats because of the African swine fever. Mayroon pa kita nga sa chicken naman naton is bird flu. Damang commodities that will be affected because of the climate change. Ang impact ng climate change, hindi niya obra sa nature. That is the result given by the people in responses of the stewardship. Magsisilbi stewardship of the environment because there is massive use of what we call chemical pesticides and fertilizers that will affect the uh, environment. Kasi rin ka nga environment, broadly katama in terms of agriculture. Ang sustainability naman niya in terms of farming program practices. Pag nag-spray ka ng chemicals, all of us given by God, yung nataon mo, we will go back and restore and creation. Create yung environment perfect, balance ang nature. But because of the farming practices, like for example, about how do we steward about microorganisms. Ang may microorganisms, pag nag-spray ka ng chemicals, all the good and bad microorganisms will die sa field. So anong imuan mga interventions? So pag mapatay ang mga microorganisms, the role of the microorganisms to fertilize the land or the soil. When there is an absence of the microorganism, because they are what we call the rapid decomposers, sila lang yung nag-decompose sa mga materials, circulation. For example, after the harvest, ang rice straw, pag wala na siyang decomposers, wala na may ma-convert sa mga raw materials into organic matter. So, ang sustainability of the soil, may use ka naman sa chemical fertilizers para na may produkto ka. So, kung amo yung practices ni farmers, nag-go back into zero, repeat and repeat and repeat the process, there is no more sustainability. So, karon in terms of what you call this, uh, leading into export, medyo malayo pa din sa Pilipinas. That's why we have trade deficit by more or less mga pila ka percent. Almost mga 6 to 7% ang trade deficit sa Philippines. So, but naman, we are fan of importations rather than exportations. We have no exchange products. Ano yung produkto ko na dito? Kaya number one, lack na kita sa manpower developments. Wala kita workers in the field. That's why ang aton ng mga farmers subong, they are very critical. Kaya ang young farmers natin subong, at the age of 55, ang mga pinakaya. So after 15 to 20 years, wala na kita workers in the field. Wala ko nang kambal nga maubos na sila, but usually there is no more potential workers in the field. Importante ang agriculture because that is our staple food for Filipino people. Pag wala kita rice, bugbog na kita sa importations. So can we export? When there is food sovereignty, then there is what we call an atoll for exportations. Amo lang, that's the only key. Amo nang plano ko na when there is what we call the sufficient and surplus of productions, it would lead into exportation. For the meantime, Philippines is suffering from the lack of food supplies, even in rice. Kita mo, dideclare sa naligat na may price capital uh, uh, cut-off in terms of price. So kung sa iba na hindi nila mention yan, that is not a good indication for Filipino farmers. Kaya nga, after sa kung ano i-lift ni government ang price cap debt, tapos ang mabilin sila na may go in the farmers during the production period, the harvest season, backlog na barang nila guys because of the executive law that they got panubo ng presyo. Because there is what we call a lack of rice supply in the Philippines. So next month,
So sir, kagi naman kamo ano sang loss? Kasi syempre doon ako pinya problem subong no ang
Yung loss.
Yes sir, naka ano naman.
I think kung ma-master mo ang mga product development, ang loss will be a rare opportunity. For me, I did not encounter any loss. That's why I try to innovate. Then, ang pamangkot sila, you will not be encounter about losing if you will not stop about dreaming. Pero kung mag-dream ka, kinanglan, hindi ka mag-dream na dadanggo ka na kakatulog. You will be dreaming into something that will turn into visions. Ang visions mo, that will lead into kung ano ka subong. For me, losses is a rare opportunity because dapat yung engagement, you will not stop about thinking about sustainability. So, do ka naway man nabalon nga wala naging losses, but wala ko sang uh, hindi ko masustain ang operations mo. During pandemic, it was a great opportunity for me to serve the 42 towns to supply 387 tons of assorted fruits and vegetables during the that is a lugar ng mga tao hindi kakuha sila pa rin malay mo. So tapos may ara kami nga tawag na direct consumer program na nagadiretso kami deliver amo ng mobile market, a store or without a store. Wala kami empleyado, kami mismo ang naga-develop sa among team to distribute, no? And in my preparation for massive developments, si Dreamers Valley, nag-collaborate siya. Napatindog kami isang lima ka business, but we call it social enterprise development. Kaya pag siling ka galing na business, for me, it's not a good connotation. Naman, what is the difference between businessman and social enterprise? Ang social entrepreneur is something that will touching about the community, no, life of the community or the society as a whole. You will be a what we call the transformer in the society. Pag sila ka ganay businessman, your engagement is only for the profit. Income lang nalantawan sa ngira. You don't care about society as a whole. Bahala siya kung anong matabo siya na. Basta nga po niya, maka-engage na sa business. So a social entrepreneur is different from the businessman. Kamu na sa mga
So we also noticed, sir, no, may mga ara ka mo indigenous microorganisms. So how did you come up sa mga munisir nga mga products?
You will also to educate yourselves, no? Ang educations will not only be what we call limited. A limit lang na siya kung when you start to stop of thinking tama na nabundayan ako. But yun ang education, palusin nyo. You want to learn more about to educate yourselves. So ang opportunity is do not stop of educating. You have to listen also to others, no? But ang natawag natin na to empower also yourselves is to really to innovate. May mga innovations ka. That's why sabi ko kanina, when there's no demand, just create a demand. When there's no opportunity, just create an opportunity. Kasi wala sing demand mo. Kasi kung wala sing demand, total hindi ko na magkato. What is in there na magkato ko na? You have no stories to they have no stories to tell to you na something is different about the practices. Hindi na ma-learn ko about education kaya why na nasa ma-transfer na technology. How can they replicate because they are not also practicing that. So, kung wala sa demand, ikaw i-create sa demand. You have to innovate something for your own sustainability. Ang pinaka-budlay sa natiraan natin, ang sustainability. No? Ang sustainability, wala na mga padalagan leading into towards achieving your own goals kung anong yung objectives ng gusto mo na po. So, I believe na ang imong nga program should be coupled with mission, vision, and programs and services. Pag dira ang imong leading, pag wala ka vision, you don't know what will happen because wala ka mong ginasundan ng guide. So, importante na yung mission na gusto mo mga kaganong imo panglantawan. How do you implement your mission and vision? It should be coupled with your programs and services. So part of the services to cater is that balansiyon mo, you have to know your mission and visions. Ang pinaka-importante is you have to be familiarized how do you implement your mission and vision through your programs and services. That will address your mga needs.
So last question na lang, sir. 5 to 10 years from now, sir, how do you see Dreamers Valley as into agritourism?
I think hindi man sa pagpadaya, but sustainability, ang Kung i-accommodate ko tanang in terms of accommodations, and there is no restrictions, ang pinaka-importante is to create a trademark. Anong tatak mo? Importante din. So, in creating a trademark, this is what we call a good clients and bad clients. Ang wala ko nagambal ng naginom ng tao, they are bad clients. But you know, this depends about your approach. It will also determine your trademark. Ang importante trademark. O nagkatawag wala na, pero wala na ilo. No? But other is part of your sustainability, affecting your sustainability. There are potential clients that needs to be catered kung pagkano but it will suffer your trademark. 5 to 10 years from now, I will see that there are so many innovated and developed social enterprise that will develop around hindi ko makambal na around the Philippines, but also leading into what. And the big projects are already in place. May mga proposal kami and the working Rivers Valley, it will only become a potential venue for educations and learning institutions because nag-expand ako into skills training development for the TESTA. May aral ako plumbing, sanitary, welding, electrical, masonry, cookery in situ, housekeeping, driving. These are all the things that to address also educational support programs to establish a livelihood. So kung sige-sige mo innovations, in terms of, that is, development in terms of education, but in terms of agricultural educations and implementations of agricultural practices, ang gina-develop is many community-based social enterprise that will develop for sustainability. Amo nang pinaka-importante. Ang my point is this, may my perspective about development of the community, they are your potential development to augment into sustainability issues. Kaya balan mo kung damo ka mag-develop na social enterprise in the community, you change the society. Kung ma-change mo one society, it will create an impact in what you call the giving trademark to your name. That's why if you really allow me to present to you something with tourism and farm side. I'm going to test the score ko. Farm based score test na program. So kung lang ginagay ko to launch also BBI, Dreams Valley Institute. Mga skills training. This is also related to farmers and test applications. And mo yung mga awards, recognition ko from the brand Asia, kumalan pa mga sa Facebook page and this. Scroll lang ninyo ang Facebook page and this one. Tapos amo ni siya ang sa, I think brand Asia na siya, Entrepreneur of the Year Award. No? Muna hinapang-develop ko mga social enterprise. Sa People's Choice Award, sa mga Best Recreational Farm, Part of Sustainability, tapos ang Dangal ng Bayan Awards, Standing Humanitarian Advocate and Entrepreneur. Sa Social Media Awards, most Outstanding Leader, Excellence in Business Management and Entrepreneurship. Sa Doli, I was awarded 3 times as Regional Media and the Microservice category and naging National Finalist for the Department of Labor and Employment. So, muna yung program po for education. No? Complete enrichment in terms of climate, educational support, and livelihood opportunities. Wala akong nagkakalive without educating the farmers or the farm developments. Samples of trainings, nag-launch ko sa campus sustainable agriculture para maka-awareness ko na yung minds to engage into entrepreneurial. Why ko na sila gina-training for to become a farmers but also to become entrepreneurs. No? So mostly nga ako recommendation is related into being an entrepreneur. So muna siya na-develop this technology ay value crops all over region-wide na siya. Muna yung mga program ko. Pinapagamay kong area for productions to earn some akong income. So out of the 700 square meter, 700 square meter, kay man ko yung total number of square meter apportioned to every Filipino individual is more than 6% 100 square meters. Kaya 110 million na kita mo. So actively appeal for Filipino farmers to Filipino communities is 7 million hectares left. Hindi na naman kapakawat sa atin. So you have to innovate that you will earn a decent income of para makapaskilan ka sa kabataan. Ang innovation sa GPT scape, ang mga ginobra ko, that's why makita nyo dito ng city Subong. They are active in all barangays to produce their own organic produce in terms of urban agriculture. Yeah? So ako nag-training sila. Ang sa waste management ko, i-convert ko ang mga waste materials into the fractions of the uh, yun ang related na agriculture. So, muna yung pinapagamay ko, tapos dako ang income, based on my farming practices, ang 700 square meters mo will earn a decent income of 1,192,000 in a year. No? So, kung farmers ka, ang 1 hectare mo, ang income sa rice farmers, hindi ka rin makabot sa 10,000 pesos. No? Nagarubo na din nga. Amo na yung setup ko nga marketing strategy for sustainability, amo na yung ginapag-subdate ko ng products province-wide para butang sa malls. Wala mga sample sa malls. Sa malls ko, SNR, SM, Micromart, Save mga Kaisano, hotel, restaurants, mga so, ano yung akong livestock, mga baboy tanonon. Yan, mga natives, swine productions. Amo na yung mga conventional pigs, then convert ko into natural feeding program. Nga ginausap ko is to lower down the cost of production. Small farming, ano siya. Yan. So, ang feeding ko, ginaparubo ko ang cost para dako ang income ng farmers. Amo na yung natundo ko sa pan. So, this is only 12 pesos compared ng commercial feeds is 46 pesos per kilo. So, sa native chicken, may mga protocol na sa may program and integrated farming system. Yan, ano siya. So, part of their education, before mo sila mag-implement sila ng farm developments, may complete knowledge sila about protocol in raising sa different commodities. Not only high value crops, but also livestock, poultry, inland agriculture. No? So, ano na siya, no? May mga protocol na siya. So, dapat educate anay ang mga pan. So, amo yung ako intensive, raising chicken in 1.44 square meter ng income sa 1,000. So, nila, makita ng model. So, intensive ang approach. It should be intensive because kinalower na ang kita ay ako productions. Like, for example, sa city, pwede ka mag-grow 1.44 square meter. Imo income every 60 days is 11,000. So, kung may 100 square meter ka, income mo is more than 1 million. Na-discriminate. So sa in terms of waste management, ang muling nausap ko ang mo para mapatay ang sa nila kasi wala yung material produce with the waste of your animals. So ako na sa waste management. So next, kinanglan ko may production ka, you have to address also market. Pag hindi mo mabalance ang production ng market, wala ka sustainability. So all productions and market should be from high value crops, may high value crops market. Livestock may high value may livestock market. So ang others, direct consumers, ang mga rich people, hindi na naman iyaw sa manok, mabaka na sa distribution. But it was so-called, ibsulot na sa CPO. Kaya ginutangan ko na tinulak pa. I innovated the year 2013. No? So direct consumers, si ma'am at si sir, mabaka na lang sila sa naiyaw na, breast na, tapos may tukan na, para maluto na sila. Do you think mag-hire sila sa maid, may office na naman? Do you think kapag? Hindi, no? So, ano siya. So, sa native chicken production program, ang may income mo every 1.44 square meter is 11,000. Higher than the subdivision rates in every square meter. So, ang total income mo for 100 square meter is around 650,000 income for the whole year. How much is the value of your square meter? So, every square meter, on 650,000 na net income. Divide by 100. Ang imo per square meter is about 6.5 ang iyang commercial value. So, the same also with the protocol of 700 square meter can earn an income of 1,192,000 divide by 700 square meter. Ang imo income is 1,702 pence every square meter. So, it's not bad na ang income. So, ang question is, ba't sa mga agritourism, mga herbs na pagbagamit po potential na agritourism ay engagement in this balance? So, mga ilang mo, na-convert ko sa inyo. Part sa among program, kung nag-create ako in March, tungkol na sa mga children during before martial law, during the time of before pa ni Marcos, ang ang sa una, uh, di 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 ano, di farm meeting the food needs. But ang doon, ang mga farm sa una, may mga indigenous na mga what we call this, mga like for example, fish, snails, mga igis, ang kita, buhit ko siya, may tulong, may pantat, may tilapia. So they can grow, pero using chemicals, you have no more opportunity of giving them to use. Kaya lang pa ba naman sila. For sustainability affected. So ginawa reduce pa ito yung sa alam na, rice and fish culture. So sa rice and fish culture, nag-artist kasi isda, may bukas ka pa. No? So this is part of my engagement, tourism, sa agri-ulan at fishery. For food security and for food security, kung kinanglan ko isda ka ulit ko ng pasman. Nalok, may baboy ka man. May utang ka man. So, ako na siya na meeting if everyone is engaged into the multi-purpose commodity, no? Mga engagement mo, then there is no lack of food. So, we are secure about your food requirements. So also, ano yung mga idle lands can convert to into what we call sloping agricultural land technology, mga idle lands na siya mga hindi mo sa area. Strips ko na siya kung yung tamnan. So, ginidevelop ko ng rice to resistance ang tawag. Pero ang rice to resistance is not a solve. Wala ko siya maliit. Binusa ko ng A-frame na indigenous materials. Parang hindi ko lang mo project title sustainable food forests in order to produce our own local uh, fruits na hindi na kita magpakal sa mga imported fruits. No? Ano mga imported fruits? Ano mga imported fruits? May babasa mo imported na, may ano pa, mga ibang crops and fruits, grapes, may substitute kita sa Philippine grapes, no? Nila, silali, or Philippine apple, ang kamagong, magaling may malayo siya. No? These are the hardwoods. So, may mga jackfruit, these are the sustainable food transactions. Ang purpose is na is to wala kita may mabili ng mga lands because it will convert into a very productive land. So ako na siya, prepare, no? So, prepare mo sinasol, limit mo ang dangerous side of soil erosions. Okay, kailangan mo gina-contain nga ang area, small area will be contained into the next level of contours, no? So, halimbawa, kung siya nagpatanong ka na, gina-prevent yung mga landslide. Ang i-develop ko ngayon, yung SM1, SM bonus, no? Ay ang it's about to address the solutions. Halimbawa, dari area. So, halimbawa, din strips mo from this area, going to this area, i-contain niya ng water, hindi siya magtataok. So, na-prevent yung solution. Talihan mo na siya ng sa government in order to prevent landslides from the mountainous area down to the lower communities. So, ang nagkasuffer sa lower communities than the upland communities. So, when we go back into this plan still, no? Ang naginaban ko, from that area, small portions, i-contain niya sa next na strips, wala siya nagkaroon of sa talent. So, i-prevent yung erosion. Wala sa landslide. That's why, makontrol yung water na mag-direct into the rivers.
Certificate of appreciation is proudly presented to Dreamers Valley Camp for their invaluable support, participation, and cooperation, which contributed to the success of the implementation of the blog interview for the course subject ED 201 Edukasyong Pantahanan ng Pangkabuhayan. Given this third day of November 2023 at Barangay Buenavista, Ligawan, Iloilo, Philippines. Signed, Maria Eliza Trillies, Denise Baitos, Nero Casimiro, San Miguel de la Cruz, Juana May Faelanca, and Gabriela Sula.
Thank you.
Thank you.